Yay, 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 Freaky Friday! It is Freaky Friday! Woohoo! I'm the goddess of radical self-love. And this is MECA. Make everyone count always. Yes, we are a support network for radical self-love and self-care with focused attention on our caregivers and care receivers. When our community's most vulnerable, care receivers, and those who care for them, caregivers, feel valued and supported, the rest of us are assured we are valued and supported as well. Yes, so radical self-love. We are walking away from shame and guilt. No more. Be gone. Yesterday's business is gone. We are having full forgiveness and compassion and gentleness for the self. We are following our dreams, goals, passions, and desires. Master manifesting. Creative, conscious creators. That's what we are. That's what we do. We are experts in radical self-love, experts in self-care, and master manifestors. That's what we do here. And have fun. Because it's Freaky Friday, my favorite day. So, Freaky Friday. Being our true actualized selves. Self-actualization, right? So, that means we are going to walk, talk, dress, be who we really are. Yes, out in the world. Yes, we're going to stand in our authentic selves and our authentic power. Speak from that voice inside, not from the voices outside telling you to be who you are. No. Enough with that shit. So, to start, to begin, obviously, I am a conscious creator, and my way of self-actualizing at times is to create art, so that's what I'm going to do later after we're done on the Patreon channel if you would like to follow me there, and you can watch me paint in nothing. Just kidding. Totally joking. Today we pulled from the Voodoo Tarot deck, Santeria Earth, right? Oh, Dumar. Let me show you. It's kind of interesting since yesterday's messages that I had relayed about the ocean and her messages. I don't know, this picture like just makes me think of the messages I was given, right? I mean, you can formulate your own messages, but then I also see like a womb or a vagina. The tears make possibly the plants grow. Tears into the ocean. Rain. Let's find out. Santeria Earth. Odumar. Or Mare. Odumare. Odumare. The creator in the religion of Santeria is depicted in this card. Olodumare, now I feel bad because I should have probably looked this up before how to say it correctly, is composed of 3 distinct spirits. And these 3 spirits are shown descending upon the earth to create Abatala, a patron of peace and purity. This act of creation is pictured using a tear-like image. Sorrow plays a part in this card. The initial human whose creation was sanctioned by Oldumar turned against the creator due to pride. Remember the ego from yesterday? If you watched yesterday, how she said well, the ocean, laughs at humans' vanity. Interesting. Turned against the creator due to pride. What we are witnessing in this card is the second act of creation, tinged with the sorrow engendered by the first failure. Attributes of this card include a solidification of will and being prone to the sorrow that at some time touches all creators and parents. Contemplation, accepting one's personal failures, embracing one's sadness, using these sadnesses and failures to build a house of peace and purity. It makes me think about my life and my home. It's peace. It's peace and purity. And it definitely was built on the sadness and failures. And impregnable abode fit for an indwelling of Obatala. Yeah, impregnable. Divination, the root sense of materiality. By angel of communication, materiality. I don't know. The presence of all material possibilities, from soaring wealth to crushing poverty. Yes. It's all an illusion. Have fun with it. Either way. Right? Seeing it all through your eyes. Are they really yours? Are they your eyes? Or are they just like a window, a playground for God? To have realized experiences-ish. I mean, if you were God, how would you experience creation? You'd have to have something to experience it through. And they'd all have to be different views. Oh yeah, that's us. And the trees, and the blades of grass, and the animals, and the ocean, and the wind, and the sun. Yes, thank you for your messages. So, what are we doing today? Well, I know we've been talking about sex on Fridays. And I'm going to talk a little bit about it, a tiny bit. But first, I wanted to talk really quick about the yoni egg, which I'm on. So, yes, it is for the females. And if you want to be a good male, you should probably get your female, if you have one, a yoni egg. I want one. And there's also a yoni wand. That would work too. So, they will make your sex life better. Also, going on to something that's been bothering me. and annoying me. Yes, I have an issue on my social media, particularly Facebook. Luckily, I haven't started using my Instagram again. I don't know if that would be better or worse. Anyway, maybe it would be better. Maybe it's not so personal. I don't know. Is there inboxes? Whatever, I'll figure it out. I used to use it. So I took a break for a long time from Facebook. And I come back. Looks about exactly the same. Except for there's a heightened sexuality to it now for some reason. Every other post has something to do with sex, which is great. I'm glad people are, dwelling in their pleasure centers, right? Their sacral chakras. However, they seem to be a bit imbalanced. Everything cannot be about sex. And every single person you see doesn't want to go out with you and doesn't probably want their inbox filled with 200 messages a day asking if you will go out with them or phone calls from Facebook. That's weird. If you've never talked to them before in person, probably not a good idea to call on Messenger, especially video. It's weird. Okay? This whole thing comes back to radical self-love. The fact that you're needing outside approval or a girl to like you or somebody to talk to like that means that we have work to do. If you feel like you're desperate for somebody to talk to, you should go within. That's why we're here. Radical self-love. You could paint. See, I'm not going out tonight. And I'm probably not going out tomorrow or the next day. And it's a weekend. I get my needs met myself. So, how do we do that? Well, I mean, there are lots of ways I do that. But you can make a list of self-care, but go back to the things you enjoy, that you've always enjoyed. What are the things you like to do? And if you can't remember or you don't know, I have a master manifestational map that we can figure it out, right? For $1 on Patreon. So I'm like totally burping. Just go through the map and check what you like and what you dislike. Go back and look at your likes, and there you are. You will be able to go from there. The reason that everybody's being drawn to their pleasure center of sex is because they're pretty much bored, for one, and because they're codependent. Yeah. Why are those blinds both different? I don't know. I think I should shut them now. It's distracting. So, codependency, getting your needs met by others, your love needs, your acceptance needs. You literally can fall in love with yourself. I have. I love myself. 100%. So I do things I enjoy now. Not what other people enjoy. I mean, I give them choices. Like, it's up to you. If I don't want to do it, then I said no. But, well, now it feels a little tight. Sorry. Yeah, see, I'm picky. It's okay. I'm picky with my blinds and I'm picky with my men. Why would I not be? Like, I've already dealt with the bullshit. I have dealt with the bullshit. I don't want no more bullshit. Wow, that was a throat chakra opener. For real. I want what's right and true. I don't want lies and bullshit. And people cannot manipulate me anymore. And no matter how many times you try to contact me to say hello, hi, on Facebook, it will not matter. You will just get turned off. We can organically grow relationships, friendships, through common interests, right? So if you support me, if you like me or want to support me, you'd watch the show, the channel, or you buy my book. The snake that never, I don't even know how to say it now. The snake that never sheds, right? I mean, those would be things where you're showing me that you're actually interested in me as in a person and not my skin suit. Like, I am an actual being, not this skin suit. This skin suit is getting old. Ask my kids. Yeah. They hear me complain about it. So, that's my lecture. Facebook is not a dating app. No. And I am not on a dating app because I don't want to be. I like painting by myself. And doing these videos alone. And if you would like to chit chat with me personally, there is a way to do that. Because I can give you intuitive, radical self-love, self-care, and master manifesting coaching. And it's not very expensive either. Just your newborn baby. Just kidding. Oh my God, I'm so funny. Yeah, I know. Do you hear? I don't know if you can hear that, but I know what it is. It's messages, and it's driving me crazy. I literally am gonna have to like make a Facebook post. Like, come on and make a Facebook post. Like, I'm gonna have to do a video, and I'm gonna have to do like I think in my like where it says bio, where people leave like right under their name, the little quote, I'm gonna have to say, unless you're trying to contact me for intuitive coaching or for the computer concierge, which computer concierge, Twin Cities computer concierge, we can take care of all your technical needs, right? 20% discounts too for seniors, care receivers, caregivers, and vets. So you can contact me for that too. So there's lots of ways to contact me other than dating. Why do you have to date me? Why do you have to own me? I'm a free mermaid. There's no owning me. For real, I don't get it. Like, huh? You just saw my picture. That's it. You don't know me. And even if you saw one of my videos and you really like it, it's still like, can't you talk to me like on that level? I don't get it. I was so lonely for so long. I really was. I was like, is there anybody in the world who knows that I exist? Besides my kids, obviously. But now it's like, why did I stick my head into that Facebook pot? I know it will pay off one day. I get it. And I do want to meet friends. I do want to know a lot of people, like more people than I've had in my life, because the people in the past, well, they didn't treat me very well, most of them. So they had to go bye-bye. Walk and roll away Wednesday. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe they just see there's a lot of clear space right there. They're like, yeah, that girl probably needs a friend. They don't know that I'm my best friend and I like can totally, carry on a conversation with myself all day long. It's no problem. Although now I'm going to have a new podcast, so I'll have to figure out how to talk to other people again. Such a dork. All right, moving on to my boyfriend. Yeah, they don't know also that I do have a boyfriend, Maslow. He has passed away, but he's with me all the time. He tells me shit that I need to know. Get these suckers in here. Yes, I have big boobs. I know. I have to deal with them. So, attainable, episodic, and unattainable goal status, right? Deficiency need gratification tends to be episodic and climactic. So this first whole paragraph basically sounds pretty much like sex. Because it is. It's a deficiency need. I mean, it really isn't a growth need because you get it and you stop wanting it for a minute, right? So it's a deficiency need. You're hungry, you eat, the urge goes away. Deficiency need, right? So, deficiency need gratification tends to be episodic and climactic. The most frequent schema here begins with an instigating, motivating state which sets off motivated behavior designed to achieve a goal state, which mounting gradually and steadily in desire and excitement, finally reaches a peak in a moment of success and consummation. From this peak curve of desire, excitement, and pleasure fall rapidly to a plateau of quiet tension, release, and lack of motivation. So once I almost said it, but I'm going to just say it, pleasure yourself, right? You can go on with your day. You don't have to bother anybody. I know. I do it often. I do. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry. I love my body. It's a playground for me. Yeah. This schema, though, not universally applicable, in any case, contrasts very sharply with the situation in growth motivation. For here, characteristically, there is no climax or consummation nor orgasmic moment. No end state, even no goal if this be defined climactically. Growth is instead a continued, more or less steady upwards or forward development. The more one gets, the more one wants. This is growth needs. So that this kind of wanting is endless and can never be attained or satisfied. One catch to the sex part and this growth needs, right? If you're talking about Tantra, which we spoke of, I believe, 3 weeks ago now, you can work in there growth needs through intimacy. So that, if I was looking for anything, that's really what I would be looking for, is that type of partner where it's growth needs motivated. Ascension with the Kundalini. together. It is for this reason that the usual separation between instigation, goal-seeking behavior, the goal object, and the accompanying effect breaks down completely. The behaving is itself the goal. The behaving is itself the goal. So remember a couple days ago, if you watched Walk and Roll Away Wednesday, how upset I was that I didn't behave in the way that I would have preferred when dealing with the avocados girl, right? The behavior is the goal. And to differentiate the goal of growth from the instigation to growth is impossible. So differentiate the goal of growth from the instigation to growth is impossible. So is there a specific time that this separated from deficiency needs to growth needs, where the behavior was more important than the means, the end game, right? So somebody who cheats, right, in a horse race, right? Let's not even use that because I think that's kind of unfair because it could have been the horse. Yeah, they like to win too at all costs. And horses, they're not going on growth needs. They just want to win. So their behavior, they don't care, right? But the jockey, when did it happen, right? When did it happen where you decided every day it's more important, my character is more important than winning. My character is more important than sitting in this mansion or driving this Porsche. My character of my dreams, hopes, and desires of my life, that's what I want more than this picture, this illusion. Those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, it's because you had to be here for a while. But I walked and rolled away from an illusion to find my peace in my painting. And this is a mansion to me. And my daughter's spark out there, it's my new Porsche. It's fine. I close my eyes and I know I'm driving a Porsche. It's all good. And now I have my sights set on a new paradise. So, how to get that? Are you going to scheme at all costs to get whatever you want? Or are you going to get what you want, possibly or possibly not, but be proud of the way that you behave on the way? Not proud, but like humble, but understanding that, you know what? Not everybody chooses to be a good person. Actually, a lot don't. Yep. And they feed off of these people like me. But, now I can warn them, the ones who are like me, to say no. I know you see beyond the skin suit. I know you see their true nature. But you have to deal with who people are today, not their potential. And most people who are probably around you, if you're anything like me, they're ready to eat you alive, steal your ideas, take your money, even though you're giving it to them anyway, even though you're feeding them, they want more, right? So we have to protect ourselves. So spiritual protection all the time, every morning. Spiritual protection, spiritual baths, spiritual showers. Protect yourself. Radical self-love is protection because you won't be codependent and you no longer will need those people and you'll spot their manipulative behavior a mile away. And the more you practice self-care and radical self-love and master manifesting, you'll know, hey, wait, I think you're trying to come in between. I think you're trying to throw me off course. For some reason, I feel like I'm trying to go here and you're telling me to go there, or you're standing in my way somehow. You'll spot it 100%. And you'll be surprised how often it happens. But that's just because, you're a force to be reckoned with when you are standing in your power, when you are actually standing in your true self and strength. People want what you have. They always have. It's that simple. So I just help you to get stronger. Right? Cha. That's right. I mean, I don't help you. I'm just the conduit. They're all helping you. And Maslow, my boyfriend. So, the behaving is itself the goal. And to differentiate the goal of growth from the instigation to growth is impossible. They too are the same. Just this last one, number 6. And then I'm going to start painting on Patreon. Species-wide goals and idiosyncratic goals. Said it. The deficient needs are shared by all members of the human species and to some extent by other species as well. Self-actualization is idiosyncratic since every person is different. Did you hear that? Every person is different. Oh my gosh. Does that mean we all see the world through different eyes? Yeah. So we don't have to argue or fight. Ever. Because I don't see the same shit as you. I want to know what you're seeing. So I need to listen. Sorry. I feel like this is me talking about kids. But you're not my kids. I'm just saying. Like, I'm talking to myself too. Like, believe me. It's all for me. All this. Yeah, it's for me. Listen, that's for me. I've gotten so much better at it too. I know. I am doing a lot better. Thank you very much. My cheering squad up there is like, yeah, they're hilarious, aren't they? Yeah. The deficient, i.e. the species requirements, must ordinarily be fairly well satisfied before real individuality can develop fully. Let's go on so I can break that down better. Deficiency needs have to be taken care of before we can individualize, self-actualize, follow our dreams, goals, passions, and desires. Because we're probably not going to be interested in that if we're starving, right? And I realize you can come back and say, like, or if you really want sex. Well, you're just falling back on that, and sometimes the food too, or alcohol or whatever, you already have those needs taken care of. most of the time. Your food, your housing. Some people don't have their sexual needs actually taken care of, but most of them honestly are challenged with disabilities. And if you really want to talk about some real issues like how hard it is for them, I can have some of my friends on to talk about it and what they go through, what life is like for them. So, yeah. Anyway, so the species requirements. So requirements are like physiological needs, safety and security, right? Community belonging. I realize like sexual is like part of you trying to belong, but I can help you get through that by doing radical self-love, non-codependency. Anyway, moving on. Just as all trees need sun, water, and foods from the environment, so do all people need safety, love, and status from their environment. However, in both cases, this is just where real development of individuality can begin. Da, 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 da. For once, satiated with these elementary species-wide necessities, each tree and each person proceeds to develop in his own style. So once we pass those lower level chakras, or MECA motivational map, once we pass those bottom ones, we can then, right, start to develop our own unique style, which is all self-actualization or Freaky Friday. Using these necessities for his own private purposes, right? In a very meaningful sense, development then becomes more determined from within rather than from without, right? So before it's from without, if I don't have what I need, I seek it. Once you get it up higher, like radical self-love, communication, throat chakra, when you're combining it with self-actualization and heart chakra, third eye and heart chakra, out the throat chakra, right? Expressing who you are, your true self. Yes, that is it for today. You know what we must do now. Oh, my butt was stuck to the chair. Yes, I'm going to begin by painting on Patreon. In 2 minutes. 2.2 minutes. Just kidding. Ready? Thank you all for sharing your Freaky Friday with me. Thank you all for your likes, comments, shares, and subscriptions and donations. And for buying my book, The Snake That Never Sheds, on Amazon. I'm so excited, all our new family members we're getting too. This is Earth Breath. Kundalini Collective. I love you all. Thank you so much. It's my favorite part of my day. And Freaky Friday is the favorite day of my week. Yes, I said that right. Mwah. Love you all so much.